off-road mission control. Notifying Central MCP. We have lost contact.
It's a musical masterpiece. Hear what I'm dealing with, and that's cool at least. What's running through my mind comes through in my walk. True feelings are shown from the way that I talk. And this is me, y'all. I MC, y'all. My name is MCA, and I still do what I please. And I would like to introduce. What's up? I pass the mic to D for a fistful of truth.
The name is D, y'all. And I don't play. And I can rock the block party till your hair turns gray.
What you saying?
I explode on sight. I like Jimmy Walker. And now I'd like to pass the mic to have rock. Come on and do anything you like. I'm the ADOOCK in the place with the bass. I'm going all the way. I can't stop, y'all. Talk to you. And if you think that you're slick, you catch a break, y'all. Cause I'ma turn it in and I'ma turn it out. But now I got to pass the mic to you.
Well, on and on and on and on. I can't stop, y'all, until the early morn. So rock, y'all. Tick tock, y'all. Do the beat, y'all. Come on and rock,
I
y'all.
give thanks
For inspiration.
It guides my mind along the way. A lot of people get jealous. They're talking about me, but that's just cause they haven't got a thing to say. Well, everybody rapping like it's a commercial, acting like life is a big commercial. So this is what I got to say to you all: be true to yourself and you will never fall. Now I'd like to pass the mic to the A. So what's your name,
My
y'all?
name is MCA. I've been coming to where I am from the get-go. Finding I could groove with the beat when I let go. So put your worries on hold. Get up and groove with the rhythm in your soul. And now I'd like to pass the mic to my brother Ad Rock, who wanna shine like a light.
I'm always on time, nevertheless, you're and that's right, I sure like you. I got no time in my life to get uptight, you. So what you gonna say that I don't know already? I'm like Clyde, and I'm rockin' steady. But time flies when you're having fun, so Mike D, that's me. Come on and get some. M-I-K-E to the D. You come and see me and you pay a fee. Do what I do professionally. To tell the truth, I am exactly what I want to be. Now I'm rock and MCA. So let's rock this joint in the old school way.
On till the crack of dawn, mowing down MCs like I'm mowing the lawn.
I go on like nothing can face me. You think we'll ever meet Stevie?
One of these days,
But I can stand my ground, and I am down to watch an MC who acts like a clown. But for now, I'd like to ask you how you like the feeling the bass in your face in the crowd.
Welcome back to industry news. Insanely busy month this time around, so let's get right into it. First, you most likely know about this already, but those Logitech leaks were real. After a few extra leaks early in the month, Logitech finally comes back to the mouse game with the Superlight 2 Dex, a large ergo shape coming in at 60 grams, using their Hero 2 sensor, now supporting 8K wireless. For those that don't know, unlike the rest of the industry, this isn't some rebranded 3950. The Hero, subsequently the Hero 2 sensor, is completely self-designed, with zero involvement from Pixar. The most notable difference is in the battery life, with Logitech sensors lasting much longer. Other than that, you know what to expect. The god-awful stock skates with a slightly changed shape so your existing Superlight skates won't fit, and of course an eye-watering $160 MSRP. Of course, it can't be modern Logitech without some questionable releases to balance out the scales. So, we have the Pro 2 Lightspeed, a refresh of the G Pro Wireless, which some of you may not even know existed. Basically, this is a Superlight 2, but with removable side buttons on both sides, coming in at 80 grams, and only a max pulling weight of 1 kHz. You may expect this to be a budget mouse, however, this is still $130. No idea who would even think about getting this. Lastly, Logitech joins the limited drops craze with the G502X Plus AL edition, a limited run of 502 G502s using machined aluminum, celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the G502. From the blog post, it is a piece of history, a celebration of 10 years of gaming excellence, and a promise of more to come. It symbolizes our past achievements, and a commitment to continue pushing the boundaries of gaming technology. This mouse is probably heavy enough to have its own gravitational pull. Another big release for the month, the Orbital Pathfinder is finally available for pre-order. The fully customizable shape allows the user to swap out the left, right, and the back through their rail system. The base mouse comes with a $33.95 or $39.50 if it's available, and supports 4K polling at 53 to 59 grams for most configurations, using Armor opticals. The entire kit comes in at $189 and will ship sometime in March 2025. Very interesting to see, and the reviews so far have been quite positive. Xiaomi is also back, with the FK2, Z13 and S2DW. The company has been playing catch up with the rest of the industry for a while now, so this is only a small refresh, adding 4K wireless support to the lineup, all coming in at 65 grams. The next to receive the update is the EC and U2. It's quite hard to believe that this brand once dominated the entire industry. Pwnage, with some extremely questionable marketing, announces the Stormbreaker Max CF. Using carbon fiber, the mouse only comes in at 43 grams, using a 3950, it supports for 8K wide and wireless polling, finally comes in solid size, and most interestingly has the same adjustable sensor position as the regular Stormbreaker. The mouse is available at $140, with alternative colorways coming in at $10 more. Cycrox with the V6, a HTS Plus clone, 3950, optical switches, Nordic MCU with support for 8K wireless. Priced very comparatively at a claimed $60 by Jaku. The release itself is not too interesting, however it is quite funny to see G-Wolves, the brand, getting ripped off, not being too happy in the comments, with a long quote about the violation of hard work and creativity of those being copied, and the denial of one's potential, and so on. Just a reminder, G-Wolves themselves started out with the Skull, an EC clone, and the HTM, a GPX clone. They are quite aware of this fact though, claiming that they lack the capacity to be innovative and creative at the time, and have since given up on the two shapes. Personally, at aimmag, we don't care much about the ethics of cloning, but seeing G-Wolves not give Cycrox, a equally new company, the same grace that they give to themselves is pretty questionable. Now, into the quickfire round. Pulsar with the X2H wide and X-Lite wide, 1K polling, $33.95, 51 and 52 grams respectively. Comparatively priced at $50, and also the X2H free. Nothing major, just using the XS1 sensor and claimed redesigned internals. After months of teasers, Airy Esports Equipment, a self-claimed Hong Kong brand, has abandoned their FCC1 project, an interesting carbon fiber mouse, citing that there were simply too many production issues that could not be overcome. However, they claim to continue work on their RCC1, a redesign using more consistent manufacturing methods. Unfortunate for them. Couple of teasers with the Starpin Z2 Mini and the DamoShock M5 Pro, both coming soon. Logitech with a collaboration G309 with Genshin Impact. If you're one of those people, you might be interested. In other Logitech news, the Superlight 2 has also been updated to support 8K wireless, making it the first mouse to be patched twice, as it was updated to support 4K wireless a while ago. Xiaomi, the Chinese tech giant, is also stepping into the gaming mouse space with the X1. They actually put some effort into this, coming in at 65 grams with a $33.95 and support for 8K wireless polling. A fact that they proudly display on the show, priced quite comparatively at $40. Endgame Gear announces the date of release for the OP1 8K Purple and the XM2 8K, which means that you can get it by the time that you're watching this. Asus with the Harpy Ace Extreme, their carbon fiber mouse coming in at a whopping $250. And for $250, you don't even get a full carbon fiber shell, with the sides still being plastic. Regardless, you get 8K polling of 3950, Nordic MCU at a not too light 47 grams. Ajax with some sort of meta mouse coming, 8K polling 3950. WL mouse with the Ying, their carbon fiber mouse. Full specs are yet to be announced, however, rumors from July claim that this mouse is somewhere in the 30 gram range. Faxi with the left-handed version of the XES wireless. Nothing crazy, but it's cool to see that brands keep left-handed gamers in mind. Glorious back with the Series 2 Pro. 55 grams, their rebranded 3395 with support for 8K wireless polling at $130. Very exciting, you know. The Lamsu Maya X, the refresh for the Maya using a 3950 with support for 8K polling, is now available. The company is also doing a collaboration with esports organization Reject, coming out with their own Lamsu Pro 8K. Lastly, Japanese brand AIM1 with the Shigure. Shape looks quite similar to a ZA13. 8K polling, 3395, 45 grams at $100. Now, on to mousepads. Pulsar announces a collaboration with Lethal Gaming Gear. Details yet to be known, but this is quite exciting. Nothing crazy, but Square Savi pads were spotted at the Tokyo Game Show. If you somehow care, here's a list of upcoming glass pads which we're sure will be all very unique. Aimers with a Summer Edition glass pad, whatever that means, AIM1 with Stuff, Ponage with the creatively named Ultra Glide, Pulsar with the Super Glide 2 which ships with dot skates, and Arbiter has one with esports organization Reject. Now, on to keyboards. We have the Rainy 75XG. Nothing too significant about the release, Hall effect, 8K polling at 75%. But it does use switches from TTC instead of Gatoron, where it had a long monopoly over the space. Interesting to see the competition stepping up. Logitech, unsurprisingly, is once again late to the party with the Pro X TKL Rapid, finally using analog switches. But 1kHz, plastic case, and of course, very pricey at $170. Speaking of washed up, we also have the GMMK Free Flow from Glorious, using Hall effect switches, an aluminum case, gasket mount, 8K polling, and has support for Hall effect and MX style switches in case you don't want to use Hall effect switches on your Hall effect keyboard. But who fucking cares anyway, because this thing is $370 for a pre-built, and that's just for the ANSI version. If you're one of those Europeans, get ready to pay $410 for the ISO version. Nufi with the Air 60, a low-profile Hall effect board. Using switches from Gatoron, the switches have a range of 0.1 to 3.3mm instead of the typical 0.1 to 4mm. The board also features 8K polling with the standard suite of features, rapid trigger, SOCD, and DKS. Priced quite competitively at only $120. Not important, but it's also pretty funny how the carrying case for it is called a new pack. Razer with the Black Widow V4 Pro 75%. Not a Hall effect board, but it does have 4K wireless polling, hotspot switches, a knob, and a OLED display along with it. Not the most exciting release perhaps, but it is quite refreshing to see that big mainstream brands are finally competing against high-end custom keyboards. And so this commands custom level price at $300. SteelSeries is back with the Apex Pro Gen 3 line, updating their Hall effect boards, now with the standard suite of rapid trigger, SOCD, and DKS. Nowhere on the site do they mention polling rate, so we can assume that it's 1kHz. The one feature, if you can call it that, is what they call protection mode, where pressing one key will reduce the sensitivity of surrounding keys. We are not too far away from fully automated strafing. 80K with the Edge 60HG, a pretty shameless clone of the wooden Illumate 60, down to the strap itself. Anyway, 8K polling, the standard suite of rapid trigger, SOCD, and DKS. But it uses the more outdated top mount instead of the more common gasket mount. Just like the mice, the board also comes at two levels, with an extreme version that claims to have a lower latency. At $190 and $250 after the early bird discount, this is quite the pricey board, especially if you aren't a fan of the keycaps, a collaboration with Leviathan, the VCT2. Somehow, Hideo Kojima is working on a keyboard with high ground. Quite a few pieces of interesting miscellaneous news for the month, starting with Artisan making skates, and then a mousepad brush. And just when you think that the industry can't make up new things to sell to scrubs, we now have mouseskate lube from Hotline Games. Lethal Gaming Gear also announced cables, one for the OP1AK specifically, and another one for all Type-C mice. The scene is getting more unserious by the day. And that's all the news for September 2024. Welcome back to the record books. Another bit of a quiet month in the scene again, but there are still some scores worth highlighting. First, Lewis with a 110 on B180T Voltaic, a monster of a score, being the first to break the 110 barrier and beating second place by 2 kills. Then, Illuminati with a 7410 on Pazu Track Smooth, a smaller cut by 70 points. Torres with a 5207 on VT Smooth Bar Intermediate, the first to break 5200, edging out many of the best smoothness players in the game. Next, we have Maddie, once again, to close out the segment on some easy scenarios. A 22,200 on Fuga XYZ Voltaic Easy, the first to break 22k. A 158.9 on Pazu Voltaic Easy, beating out second place by an almost unthinkable 20 points. And lastly, an 1860 on 116 targets Novus, a smaller cut by 3 hits. And that's all the workers for September 2024. Links to all files are in the description. Check them out. And hopefully the scene is a little bit more active next month.